After Further Review with Matt Moscona on 104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge. After Further Review. This is the Fantasy Football Blitz.
Do you know who I am?
Powered by whotostart.com.
Who the hell are you?
whotostart.com.
Peekaboo!
The Fantasy Football Blitz.
Who the pittance?
This is the Fantasy Football Blitz, powered by whotostart.com on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 104.5ESPN.com.
After a 1-week hiatus, Darren Tietgen back with us, who2start.com. They're on Twitter at who2start, that's the numeral 2, or online, who2start.com, getting you personalized fantasy football advice. How are you, Darren? Welcome back, man.
Thanks a lot. Doing good.
Second consecutive primetime game for Peyton Manning and the Broncos tonight with San Diego and Denver. Rivers, Manning. I'd imagine we're expecting a lot of points tonight. Give us some of the guys to keep an eye on tonight that you're expecting big things from.
Well, obviously the Denver offense is going to be churning along and pumping up the yards and the touchdowns. So obviously, if you have the usual suspects on the Broncos, you're going to go ahead and start those guys. Rivers has been outstanding, and if for his money's worth, obviously you spend a much lower draft pick on him, but I think you could put up similar stats to what Manning's going to do tonight. So, guys like Michael Floyd, Eddie Royal, looking good for the Chargers.
We always like to get to questions. Let's jump in the huddle and do that right now. We'll start off with a running back question. Mark Ingram or Justin Forsett, PPR league?
You got to stick with Forsett. I mean, he's just getting it done. We have him as our number 15 running back this week. Definitely pumps up some value there with a PPR format, too, so you got to go with Forsett.
Looking for one here in a PPR league. Who to start? Wes Welker, Reggie Wayne, Deshaun Jackson, or Brandon Cooks? Who to start?
I love Cooks this week. I mean,
Really?
That's the game down. Oh, yeah, absolutely. With Graham out, last week it was Colston kind of stepping up. I think here in the Dome with a lot of passing going on, we like Cooks to see a ton of targets and a lot of volume this week.
Here's one from Caleb. It's kind of a who to sit question. Chris Ivory, Trey Mason, Doug Baldwin. Who you sitting there?
Oh boy, I think you gotta sit Ivory. Tougher matchup there. The Jets are just kind of have been a mess, and they still are a mess. But he's still splitting some time with Chris Johnson. Ivory's put up some good numbers last week, but I think in that situation with Baldwin looking really good, I think you got to play or sit the running back there.
Here's one from Eric. Needs two PPR running backs. He's got it says Oliver, Joique Bell, Vereen, or Tate.
Definitely love Oliver and Tate. Tate's a top three guy actually for us this week against a real weak Raider rush defense. And then Oliver tonight, Denver should be putting up a lot of points, and obviously the Chargers are going to have to throw, but they're going to look to control the game on the ground too. And this Oliver kid is looking really, really good. And with all the injuries that the Chargers had on their offensive ball, running back wise, he's going to get the bulk of the carries here tonight. So we definitely like Oliver.
Let's go to the text line. Who to start, Foles or Romo?
I think you got to play Foles. Arizona's standing against not so much against the pass. So Nick Foles can ball quite a bit. Darren Sproles is probably out with a leg issue, so they should be throwing the field against that Arizona Cardinal defense. So like Foles in that situation. Who
to start, Rivers or Breeze? That's from Corey.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Rivers obviously is, like I said, going to have to keep pace with Manning, but we have Drew Brees and as a top 5 quarterback this week. So definitely love Brees returning home and putting up some points against the Packers.
Text line question for you, Matt or Darren. Who to start? Needing two of these three, so I guess it's really a who to sit. Eddie Lacy, he's got the Ellington and Ronnie Hillman. Who to start or who to sit?
Boy, Hillman's probably got to be your guy there. He's looked fantastic, but there's some other cooks in the kitchen there waiting to get some carries for the Broncos, and it might be tonight that they get it. So I think you got to sit Hillman and the other guys.
He's Darren Tietgen. Who2start.com is the website. They always give you personalized fantasy football advice. You can always plug in the promo code ESPN and get a discount. See if we can swing through some more of these. This one says it's a trade advice, Darren. Even trade Luck, Fitzgerald, and Kyrie Robinson for Matt Forte, Julio Jones, and Cam Newton. Would you do it?
Yeah, I think you probably do it. I mean, all things being equal, Luck is his value is higher.
James, check with Darren. We're having trouble with his phone. See if you can check with him, and if we can get back on a clearer line. While we wait on Darren, it's a good opportunity to remind you about Pluckers. Hey, look, 2 locations: Nicholson just south of campus and Bluebonnet right in front of the Mall of Louisiana. Remember, every Thursday is all you can eat boneless wings. So you got 2 games on Thursday Night Football: a game on ESPN, a game on ESPNU, and of course you got the NFL games. You got Chargers and Broncos. So if you need a place to watch your football tonight, get on by either Pluckers location and eat all-you-can-eat boneless wings at either Pluckers. Nicholson just south of campus, Bluebonnet right in front of the Mall of Louisiana. Dine in or carry out. Remember, Pluckers, if you don't like our wings, we'll give you the bird. All right, we got Darren back. We're down to our final couple of minutes here, D. See if we can get to a couple of more. This is one from Andy, a quarterback question. Mettenberger or Breeze, who to start?
You can't play Mettenberger just yet. I mean, obviously he's going to get a lot of local attention there, being the ex-Tiger. But tough go for him this week. And Breeze, obviously, they're playing against the Packers, going to put up some serious points.
If people are looking for a quarterback, what kind of production are you expecting from Mettenberger?
Well, I mean, the guy's got a cannon for an arm, so he's going to find those downfield targets. Justin Hunter, Kendall Wright. They're going to let the guy play. So I would say probably in the 225 to 250 yard range with, a touchdown, maybe 2, but he's going to throw a couple picks too. So, if your league penalizes for interceptions, you got to take that into account.
Flex spot, 1 point per reception. Keenan Allen or Terrence Williams, who to start?
Well, Allen's the safer play based on volume of targets alone, but if you're looking to kind of swing for the fences and get a bigger set of points for the week, I think you got to go with Williams. Just because he has a better opportunity to score.
From Twitter, here's one from Chase. Carson Palmer or Drew Brees, who to start?
Yeah, unless you have one of the big guns this week, you're going to probably start. I mean, Drew Brees is a big gun, so you've got to pretty much start Drew Brees there.
And a email from Jason who's asking who to start, Zach Stacy or Trey Mason?
I think the writing's on the wall here with Zach Stacy. I mean, he benefited from an outstanding offensive line last year, and there was really no one else to carry the ball there for the Rams. Trey Mason's got the pedigree and is obviously getting the opportunity now. So Stacy looks like he's riding the pine, man. So you got to go with Stacy, or you got to go with Mason there.
He's Darren Tietgen. Who2start.com is the website. You can always get personalized fantasy football advice. Any other deal going on that we need to remind people about, or just plug in the promo code ESPN?
Yeah, we got our mid-season special right now. It's week 8, so we're right in the middle of the season. So if you need some help, if you're floundering around and trying to get that the playoff spot there in your league, it's $14.99. Plus the 10% off you get in for plugging in the old ESPN code.
Very cool. Who2start.com. Again, it's the numeral 2.